Hi, my name's Keith Thompson. I'm from effective-media.co.uk, and this is a series of videos on modern public relations and how it's changing, and some of the equipment that public relations people and indeed small businesses need to get their hands on in order to stay ahead of their competitors as PR and marketing move into the digital age, and we're well into it by now. So if you're vlogging, creating vlogs, video news releases, and also online promos, then these things are becoming certainly more common practice. The piece of equipment that I'm going to talk to you about today is the Canon HV30. Now, this is what we'd probably term in the trade as a mid-range camera. It's marketed as a family camcorder, but because of its HD qualities, it really does, well, it has, certainly the HV20, its predecessor, did really break the mold for this market camcorder, and for most applications it will do the job for you. Certainly, well, price range, I think you probably want to know first off. It's around about 800 of your dollars, 800 pounds, 800 euros, that kind of region if you do shop around. The strength of the yen over other currencies has meant that this has crept up a little bit in price, but you can get it on eBay and Amazon for around about that sort of region. So it's certainly distinguished from the cameras at the lower end of the market, the sort of 100 and 150 pound brigade, like the Flip Video and the Kodak Z1.8, which we will compare in a separate video. But the one thing that actually separates this out from those cameras is their ability. The ability of this one to actually go. Its light sensor is absolutely fantastic. That is the big feature on this one. We've all had cheap camcorders in the past. Well, I certainly have. When I was filming the children when they were smaller, the focus goes in and out. You can't get the focus in time to catch the action shot of the children jumping into the pool, and then you've got the water shimmering away there, and the camera's going up through all sorts of crises of confidence about it. The focus is going tip, 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 in and out. That feeling of frustration when you realise that you have not got the greatest result. Well, certainly the Canon HV30 is the nearest to perfection I've ever come across. Clarity is second to none. The electronics in there are absolutely tremendous. So it looks pretty ordinary camcorder, but inside you've got a real big box of tricks. What distinguishes this camera, the HV30, from other cheaper cameras on the marketplace is its ability to use stereo sound. That is such a must if you are going to set yourself apart from 90% of the stuff on YouTube, which is quite ordinary when it comes to sound. So what happens there is that is an external mic input that attaches itself to a beach box, which was another $200, and you can have at that point any microphone. It sounds complicated, but it's pretty straightforward. When I first got the camera, first using the HV20 and HV30 for the first time a couple of years ago, it took me ages to get used to that, which was the what's called the joystick, and that changes your camera from automatic to manual, or it has the potential to do that. You can run this totally on automatic focus and exposure, but if you want to be a little bit more creative, then you go to this button here, and it takes you through the stages reasonably logically. I wouldn't have said it's as easy to use as some of the more expensive cameras, but the logic is fairly straightforward. You've got the function button there, and you've got the joystick. Once you get used to those two things, then you can do most functions that you would need to do for a camera or for a film. So if it's vlogging, making vlogs, online promos, video news releases for clients or for your own purposes, the Canon HV30 will handle most lighting situations that you'll find yourself in. So if you're not ready to invest too much in lights or studios, this will actually do the job for you. Without further ado, certainly have a look at it. If you want to email me, and we will be able to help as best we can. That is the Canon HV30. I'm Keith Thompson from effective-media.co.uk, and thank you for watching again.